So, this place too has been attacked by Ganon. Could he already be regaining his power? I think he asks that every time you finish up an area. Mike, you must get the remaining pearl. It lies in a place northwest of here. We must set sail immediately. Okay, that we will do. That's unfortunately how we're going to start this episode. I kind of hate to start an episode off by sailing. But oh well. I think from now on, I'm gonna try to start off episodes by, or not start episodes, but like whenever I have like a long sailing segment, I'm gonna try to do those at like the end of episodes. So in case you don't feel like watching that, you can just like stop watching from there. You know what I'm gonna do is see if I can buy bait from Beetle. Because I'm not sure if I can do that right now. Because I want to start getting things uncovered on this map. But then again, am I supposed to... No, I don't want that. Do I not have the bait bag yet? I don't even remember if I bought that or not. Okay, cool. I think I bought that from him last time when we finished up. Like when we were leaving Dragon Goose Island, I got the bait bag, but for whatever reason, I didn't buy any bait. But I'm gonna kind of show off what the bait does before we set sail for where this next pearl is. Now, welcome back to Wind Waker, everyone, by the way. I don't know why I never really said a welcome back. I guess whenever I start off with text like that. I kind of forgot to do a proper intro. But yeah, we're back with Wind Waker. Last time we finished off the Forbidden Woods, the second dungeon in the game. Got not Nehru's Pearl, Farore's Pearl. And we also, unfortunately, we got a heart piece, actually, from a mailbox. And before I continue on with that recap, let me show you how you get the fish here to fill out your map. Basically, get close enough to him to where you can actually lock onto him, and then you throw your bait down. Then he'll come eat it, and then he'll come out, and every time he'll give you some kind of tip. So, it's good to pay attention to those. Strangely enough, the Forest Haven isn't already marked on your map. There are some points on your map, as you can see there are some points that are already marked off, like Dragon Roost Island, Windfall Island, Outset Island, and the Forsaken Fortress are already marked off. You don't need the fish to get them, but strangely enough, despite being a major area in this game where a dungeon is located, Forest Haven isn't like marked off by default. You have to use the fish to get it marked, which I always thought was weird. But, that's just the way it is, I guess. And I'm totally skipping this text, by the way, but I guess here he's just explaining, like, how you find them. Maybe I completely missed the tip there. Not to surprise me at all that I would skip text. That's what I have a really bad habit of doing. Alright, so let's take a look at our map and see exactly where we need... Okay, the wind's blowing in the right direction, so thankfully we don't have to change the wind. But we do have quite a long ways of a ride from here. But yeah, I did pick up a heart piece in the last episode from a bouncing mailbox. I just kind of saw it bouncing, talked to it, and it gave me something else. I forgot what it gave me. Like, there are two things the bouncing mailbox gave me. Let's see if I have my mailbag. I want to check this out. Okay, I didn't get anything from it. Crap, I don't even... Maybe it gave me the mailbag, because I don't remember ever getting that. Or maybe... No, you get it from Dragon Roost Island when you do. Yeah, when you are trying to get into the cavern and to kind of progress the main story. You actually have to show a letter to Prince Kamali. That's how I got the mailbag. Damn it, I have a terrible memory. But yeah, I did get a heart piece from it. That's all that really matters. Fortunately, it's nighttime. I just never like sailing at night because there's no music. It's dark and gloomy. Eventually, we will be able to fix that. We will be learning a song to conduct on our Wind Waker. Actually, pretty soon, maybe. We'll find out. So I don't know how fast this thing moves. Yeah, this is pretty slow pace. I'm only one square up. So you do have to kind of occasionally check your map to see how close you are to your destination. But I think as you approach it, you will automatically be notified of it. But yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about sailing parts. I'm just going to see how it goes. If I don't have anything interesting to say, I'll probably speed them up. But I'm sure I can have... because we haven't been out sailing that much, I can try to do as much of a tour job as I can. You can see cyclones over there. You'll be seeing cyclones all over the place around uh, the, the, the sea. And basically what they do whenever you go into them as you're sailing is that they'll send you at like a 90-degree angle, and they're just kind of slightly annoying. Now this... it doesn't look like this messing up on my capture screen. This lightning during the night has had a bad reputation of messing up people's capturing of this game for whatever reason. I've seen it quite a bit, but it looks like it's like my capture card's taking it like a champ. I like that. Another thing we'll be seeing, I'm not really gonna show off one of these until I actually get close to one, but very often along the water you'll be seeing these kind of these small rings of light. And let's see if I can find one, because you'll be seeing those all over the place. And you can basically use them to dig for treasure. And they're just kind of randomly put around the island. Is daytime coming? Yeah, I think I can hear the morning music, which is a very nice tradition in the Zelda games to turn from day to night. Unfortunately, Skyward Sword has something a little bit different. I really do like the overworld music in this game, the Great Sea music. And pretty soon we're gonna hear a nice variation of it. And it's actually part of the this is pretty important. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about this. This is a big cyclone. If you remember Cyclos, the guy who taught us the Wind Requiem when we first got the Wind Waker, and actually we're gonna meet him right here. This isn't Cyclos. What's this guy's name? Maybe this is Cyclos. No, this is Cyclos. I don't remember what the other guy's name who taught us Wind's Requiem. He is a blue frog. And he was telling us about this guy. Fortunately, we can't do anything about him yet, at least as far as I know, so let's just try to get out of here. Crap, hopefully... This may even be required for this to happen. This is gonna warp us somewhere... Somewhere in the... Oh, it's gonna warp us to Windfall. I think that's supposed to happen. I don't remember. Yeah, I think this is supposed to happen. Because I don't remember ever having to go straight to this island. So yeah, we are taking back to Windfall. And those cyclones will allow us to travel across the ocean instantaneously. That's kind of a clue to, let's see, to an item that can pierce. Yeah, so basically we can't do anything about the cyclones. Eventually we will be able to take control of them, but we need an item that can pierce the wind god Cyclos. And you know, I'm not gonna try to act like I'm hiding anything from you guys. That item is the bow and arrow. So I mean, you know, we've all played Zelda games. We all know the bow and arrow in this game. That's what we need to be able to deal with Cyclos. We basically need to be able to shoot him with the bow and arrow, and if we shoot him enough times, we'll basically be able to take control of the cyclones, and we'll find out exactly what we can do when we have control of the cyclones. I'm gonna see what we can do with this guy, because as I was just talking about, there is an ability. We will eventually have the ability to change night to day, and we can actually learn that from this guy, the song from this guy, but I'm not sure if we can do that right now. Let's see, this guy's name is Todd. He's kind of an Elvis type of character, strangely enough. Yeah, okay, he's gonna teach us a song. That's good to know. Magic Dance, so yeah, he's gonna teach us a song, pull out the Wind Waker. Wait, or maybe not, hold on. How do you cancel? How do you... Oh, okay, that's proving that we know how to use the Wind Waker. Do you need to play the Wind's Requiem, though? I don't remember if we do. I have to adjust my headphones. Sorry if you hear that. Feels like it's falling off my head right now. Okay, so if you pay attention to the directions that he's pointing, that's how you know which direction you have to play the song. And if you ever like screw up and play like the wrong note, then you can just like switch your time signature really quickly and then like start over. That's a good way to kind of reset it. And that's the Song of Passing. That is what can change night to day and day to night. It's pretty simple. And to be honest, I can't think of a whole lot that really comes into use except for a side quest that I'm not going to do in this game that I don't really feel like explaining. But, you know, I mean, oh, then again, I mean, I guess it comes in use on in towns because, you know, like at night Windfall Island isn't nearly as active. So yeah, it does come into use. But not into like any significant use. At least as far as I know right now. But anyway, let's just get back on track and set sail for the island that we're heading towards. Thankfully, it is pretty close to Windfall, so we weren't set off course that badly. But we do need to change the wind to southwest. Haven't been doing a whole lot of wind changing, but that will eventually change. So yeah, we're getting close to the island that we're heading towards. Let's see if we can find any new items here. Again, I'm not going to fill out the map until I have more freedom to move about. I don't really know any uses for the fish that are by the islands that have the map point already filled out, except maybe like extra tips, because they do give out tips as you feed them, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mess with that. It's just kind of a waste of time, but it's something worth thinking about, I guess. So back sail we go. And let's see what I can find here to talk about. Not really much really to note here. I think at a distance you might... is that a Great Fairy Island that I see? There will be there are great fairies in this game that you'll be finding. And you can easily distinguish the type of islands that they're on, but I don't think there are any nearby here, so I can't really show that off. There are enemies on the sea, as you can see. It's kind of a pun there, unintentional pun. They vary pretty much. The sharks will kind of hang with you for a little bit, and they actually hang with you for quite a bit. This is Tingle Island right here. Very important island that we will have to revisit a lot for a very annoying part later in the game that I will talk about in great detail when we get to it. It's a huge part of this game that I really don't like, actually. But nothing I have to worry about right now. Sharks are pretty annoying because, I don't know, they're kind of hard to hit. And they kind of follow in front of you, if that makes sense. They just kind of hang around in front of you, and then eventually they'll turn around and try to attack you, and they're kind of hard to avoid. The best way to avoid them is just to jump. But thankfully the boomerang is able to kill him in 2 hits, as you saw back there, so... yeah, boomerang's pretty effective in this game, as I've mentioned when we were using it in the Forbidden Woods. We can see our next destination right ahead. It is in sight. That island, the strange rock formation. Now, eventually, things should be changing up here. As we get closer, sometimes you can't really tell how close you are to the island. I feel like we should be closer. And yeah, there we go. We need a cloud above it. Which is something we saw before with Dragon Roost Island when we were getting close to that. So, something's brewing here, of course.
Alright.
Seems like we have a big curse here, and thankfully, the game's nice enough to just automatically get us to the island called Great Fish Isle. What is the meaning of this? We are too late. I knew we had precious little time, but I never suspected how little. And he's talking about the Great Water Spirit Jaboon, who is, basically the same type of character as Valu from Dragon Boost Island and the Great Deku Tree. He is the guardian of the third pearl, Nehru's Pearl, so we will be getting Nehru's Pearl from Jaboon, but of course we need to solve some sort of problem to do that. Dun dun dun! Cliffhanger.